over the past couple of days, we have had some gorgeous weather here across the state line, but it's been hard to enjoy it because of the wildfire smoke that has filled our air. Now with it, unhealthy air quality has been across the state line, but we are finally starting to see some improvements. Now sitting at a moderate air quality across the Rockford region, and even off toward the south and west over near portions of Freeport, the air quality is actually in a good air quality standpoint. So overall, that is definitely a beneficial thing for the state line. However, the haze has at least one good side when it comes to it, and that's just how gorgeous it has made our sunrises along with our sunsets. Now, before we talk about why that has made our sunrise and sunsets better, let's talk about why the sky is blue, and that's important, and we'll come back to it here in just a second. First things first, though, the sun emits a white light composed of all colors of the rainbow, and as it approaches Earth at around 18 miles, that's when it starts to interact with our atmosphere and, of course, air molecules. Now, what happens as these air molecules start getting with this light? Well, some of the energy from those light is absorbed, others just pass on through, but there are some of a certain wavelength that are actually scattered, and typically those are your blues and your violets. And while violet light isn't really produced too much by the sunlight, what actually happens is the blue is very noticeable for our eyes, and the sun emits a lot more blue than violet. So as it continues to scatter going throughout the atmosphere, that's when we start to see our atmosphere become more and more blue. So that's why the sky is blue. So technically the sky is clear, but because of Rayleigh scattering, the sky is blue. But if we take a look at our sunrise and sunsets, the sun's angle and the actual amount of sunlight, the distance traveled, has increased. So those blue lights continue to be scattered more and more and more, and eventually they're scattered way too much for us to even see. That's when we get the longer wavelengths of red, orange, yellows. That's when we start to get those gorgeous sunrises and sunsets, because we have those longer wavelengths finally able to get scattered out because of the increased travel distance. Now, if we add on top of that the air pollution that the smoke particles from the Canadian wildfires add in, well, those are actually larger than what we have when it comes to air molecules, and those do a better job of scattering both red and orange colors. So that is why when it comes to the hazy skies the past couple of days and the past couple of nights and mornings, we have had a vibrant red and orange sunrise and sunset. So while maybe our sunrise and sunsets won't be as gorgeous as what we've seen the past couple of days, at least our air quality is much improved.